The United Kingdom's Ministry of Defense Intelligence update on June 4, 2023. Some local Russian security officials are likely interpreting Russia's draconian wartime legislation to mean that public display of blue and yellow items is outlawed because it might be considered evidence of discreet support for Ukraine. On May 9, 2023, a care home worker was reportedly arrested after wearing a blue and yellow jacket to work. In recent days, Russian National Guard troops arrested a 22-year-old man in Volkhov, near St. Petersburg, for displaying which was eventually determined to be the blue and yellow flag of Russia's own aerospace forces. The clampdown highlights uncertainty within a paranoid Russia of what is and is not deemed permissible within an increasingly totalitarian system. Criticism of the arrests has come from an unexpected quarter, the ultra-nationalist pro-war Liberal Democratic Party. The party's own branding features yellow on a blue background. The Air Force Command of Ukraine Armed Forces update. Russia continued night attacks across Ukraine with unmanned and winged missiles on military facilities and critical infrastructure facilities. From 1 a.m. to 4 p.m. on June 4, 2023, Russia launched 5 Iranian strike BPLA Shahed 136 and 131 from Bryansk region, as well as 6 winged missiles of the X-101 X-555 airbase, launched from 6 strategic bombers Tu-95 MS from the Caspian region. 4 winged missiles and 3 impact drones were destroyed by the anti-air defense equipment of the Air Force. The Institute for the Study of War Russian Offensive Campaign Assessment. Elements of the All-Russian Pro-Ukrainian Russian Volunteer Corps and Freedom of Russia Legion conducted another limited raid into Belgorod Oblast on June 4 and are reportedly continuing to operate in a Russian border settlement. Geolocated footage published on June 4 shows Russian Volunteer Corps and Freedom of Russia Legion personnel advancing towards Novaya Tavlzhanka, 3.5 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. Belgorod Oblast Governor Vyacheslav Gladkov confirmed that there was fighting within Novaya Tavlzhanka, although the Russian Ministry of Defense claimed that units of the Western Military District and the Russian Border Guard Service struck a Ukrainian sabotage and reconnaissance group near the settlement, forcing them to withdraw. Russian military bloggers claimed that a sabotage and reconnaissance group of 20 personnel entered Novaya Tavlzhanka without armored vehicles. Wall Street Journal chief foreign affairs correspondent Yaroslavl Trofimov reported that the pro-Ukrainian Russian fighters remain in Novaya Tavlzhanka as of 1700 Moscow Standard Time. The Institute for the Study of War key takeaways today. Belgorod Oblast Governor Vyacheslav Gladkov responded to a Russian Volunteer Corps and Freedom of Russia Legion demand to negotiate for the exchange of captured Russian prisoners of war. The dissonant Russian responses to and reporting about the limited raid in Belgorod Oblast continue to suggest that the Russian leadership has not yet decided how to react to these limited cross-border raids. The limited raids and border shelling in Belgorod Oblast are increasingly becoming the current focal point for criticism against the Russian military leadership. Russian forces again targeted Ukraine with Iranian-made drones and cruise missiles on June 4, making it the 4th consecutive day of strikes across Ukraine. Wagner Group financier Yevgeny Prigozhin claimed on June 4 that Ukrainian forces may have regained positions in southwestern Bakhmut, supporting repeated Ukrainian reports that Ukrainian forces maintain positions on the southwestern outskirts of the city. Ukrainian and Russian forces both claim to have made limited territorial gains on the Kupiansk-Svatov line. Russian forces conducted limited ground attacks around Bakhmut and Marinka. Ukrainian forces conducted local ground attacks and reportedly made limited tactical gains in western Donetsk Oblast and eastern Zaporizhia Oblast. The Russian Ministry of Defense submitted a draft government decree that will no longer require an individual's presence at an enlistment office for military registration. Russian officials continue to use rest and rehabilitation schemes to deport Ukrainian children from occupied territories to Russia.